The crazy news that they don't want to tell you. This is Coincidental Chaos, and today I'm coming to you with some quick facts. Let's read a book. I'm back with our discussion on Unsettling Truths. This week we're going to take a closer look at the Constitution and who we know to be our founding fathers.
We're told that we have foundations that advocate for the equality and the rights of everybody. Again, it's quoted over and over and over again. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
History mainly recognizes 7 men as the founding fathers of the United States. They are John Jay, James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, we quote these things endlessly, but we're very clearly pointing out that we have institutionalized racism, sexism, white supremacy within our nation because of our foundations.
The first discrepancy lies within the forgotten founding father that nobody talks about. Noah Webster wrote the dictionary and defined many of the terms used in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. The second discrepancy is that these documents were written when only half the population could read and write. And when I say half the population, that figure does not include native inhabitants of our land or women, because they didn't count back then. The third discrepancy is that not all 7 of these men signed either document. The people who own the country ought to govern it. John Jay. Disarm the people. That is the best and most effective way to enslave them. James Madison. It is the press which has corrupted our political morals, and it is to the press we must look for the means of our political regeneration. Alexander Hamilton. If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep, to the slaughter. George Washington. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. Benjamin Franklin. Most bad government has grown out of too much government. Thomas Jefferson. Power always thinks that it is doing God's service when it is violating all his laws. John Adams.
The challenging thing about it is we are told that, yes, we all know the United States of America wrestles with racism and sexism and white supremacy. We know that these are dehumanizing chapters in our nation's history. But we are told that those things exist in spite of our foundations.
The formation of our nation is filled with fun facts about the founding fathers. John Jay came from a prominent merchant family, and he went on to become a lawyer and a professional in counterintelligence. While he helped draft the Constitution, he never signed it. James Madison came from a prominent farming family, and he is accredited with creating the first record of the Constitution with his notes from the Constitutional Convention. While he advocated for religious freedom, he still considered slaves to be property. John Adams came from a family with a background in church and medicine. He was Supreme Court Justice and Minister of Foreign Affairs, but his wife was famously known to be denied an education because she was a woman. Benjamin Franklin was the inventor of many products stimulating the economy, and he was the first Postmaster General. George Washington was the Chief of the Army, and Alexander Hamilton was a manufacturer of artillery. Thomas Jefferson strongly advocated for religious freedom, and he believed the Constitution should be rewritten every 19 years.
This is what our country doesn't know what to do with. We would so much rather have a bad apple that we can point to. That president, that party, that decision, that whatever, And we can say, we are good. We have great foundations. We have a firm foundation. We just have a few bad apples. And so we just have to rid ourselves of those things. And nobody wants to have the conversation that the problem lies within our foundations, that that's where the problem is, that that's where these things have been embedded. No one wants to have that conversation. And I say that with even greater confidence after having run for president back in 2020.
Are you ready to open your eyes?
Like and share this video for your chance to win a copy of Unsettling Truths, autographed by Mark Charles. Be sure to hit that follow button. All winners will be contacted via message. Well, I guess that cat's out of the bag. Follow me for more quick facts with Coincidental Chaos.